What's up, everybody? This is Renskar with a deck profile. And this is a deck built around a card that's been near and dear to me, and it happened to be one of my first cards. This is the Blue Eyes deck. We're starting out with the monsters, and of course, the star of the show, 3 Blue Eyes. I like the Kaiba Blue Eyes, prefer to have a matching set. I actually have 2 other sets of Blue Eyes I can switch out with them. And one set is one of my 3 favorite artworks. Well, we won't get into that right now, but like I said, 3 Blue Eyes. Okay, 2 Dark Storms. They're actually pretty good with Dragon Ravine. Since they're Geminis, they're normal when they hit the graveyard. And you get the second pitch. And if you run any chaos at all, you gotta run Darkstorm. Three Apocryphs. I know what some of you might be thinking. Why? Well, if you have Red Eyes in the graveyard, you just pitch a dragon, get Red Eyes back, banish Divine Dragon, bring out Red Eyes, special summon the dragon you discarded, if it wasn't a dragon in the first place. But either way, good card. Eclipse Wyverns. Okay, they're just a good search, especially when you banish them. And they're also good fodder for RDMD. And you should have several ways of banishing these guys. Honest, well, you have a lot of lights in the deck. And for any Blue Eyes deck, I strongly recommend you run this card. 2 Light Pulsers. A bit unconventional, but actually I find it speeds up the deck quite a bit. And you have 2 plays with Dragon Shrine. First play, you can pitch a Dark Storm and a Light, banish both, bring out Light Pulsar. Second play, you have a Light and Dark in hand, and you have your Shrine. Play Shrine, pitch Dark Storm or Blue Eyes, pitch Light Pulsar, drop the Light and the Dark, bring out Light Pulsar. Also, I love this card because he can bring back 3 of my dragons. One of my 2 Dark Storms, or an RDMD. So, strongly recommend this card. I prefer it over BLS. Most people wouldn't agree with me, but to each his own, I guess. 3 Maidens. Good for getting Blue Eyes out. Then you go into Azure Eyes. And sometimes I use her to go into a Black Rose if I have Light Pulsar out. And then they're trying to stall me. But all around, good card. RDMD. Yeah, pretty much staple for a dragon deck. 2 Summoner Monks. Since I added the 3 Apocryphs and the 2 Eclipse Wyverns, he's got enough targets that he's useful. You can bring out Maestroke or Queen Dragon. Queen Dragon is an excellent card for this deck, which we'll get into a little bit later. On to the spells. 1 Dark Hole. 3 Dragon Shrines helps me get what I want in the graveyard when I want it. 3 MST. I shouldn't have to explain that. Ryokus. Actually, I was sort of skeptical about this at first, but then when I started to see that I needed something that could target Maiden on my own turn. And Ryoku is actually very flexible. I don't have to use it on my maiden. I can use it on something like even my Apocalypse. And if I use it on maiden, whatever gets his attack halved is definitely going to be fair game for Blue Eyes. There's not a whole lot that will survive a Blue Eyes at half attack. Three Silver's Cries. They're like the Archfiend's Roar of this deck. Good card in a pinch. Good. On to the traps. 2 calls. Dragon decks, it never hurts to have a bit of revival. 2 castles. Okay, 2 reasons. It's an attack booster. You can use it during the damage step. I looked it up, made sure. And if, let's say, a Blue Eyes gets hit by a Bottomless or something like that. Alright. Castle. Well, you get it off the field with an MST or your Darkstorm. Bring back Blue Eyes. And best part about that, you'd have 2 level 8s. Lets you go into Tachyon or Sun Dragon Overlord. It wouldn't let you go into a Thunder End because at that point Darkstorm wouldn't be a normal anymore. But good card for this deck. Double Fiendish Chain helps a lot against a lot of decks. Double Mirror Force, just personal attack, and like I've said before, excellent against a Swarm deck, or if your opponent likes to summon a lot of monsters, good to get rid of them all. Shapesister. I like this card just because she's a trap monster that's also a tuner. And she's nice to sync with Azure Ice to go into a Star Eater. On to the extra deck. 3 Azure Eyes, Shield of the deck, and also another Blue Eye Summoner. You can go into quite a few combos with this. Black Rose, she's a staple for this deck. Helped me out more than once. Star Eater, when he hits, he's going to hit the field. Well, your opponent has to get rid of him before he makes his attack. Or right after. Stardust, just because I have the Light Pulsar, I can use Shapeshifter to go into a level 8. Alright. Sun Dragon Overlord. Excellent cards. You got level 8s pretty quickly. Easy to go into them. And you can get rid of multiple things. Mindstroke, he's basically his end mines. And you can detach from him quickly if you need to. 2 Tachyons. Pretty good if your opponent uses a lot of stuff that goes off in the graveyard. Or because it'll trip his effect, where he gains 1,000 and gets another attack. He also negates everything on the field at the start of the battle phase. Well, what I mean by everything, I mean monsters, but yeah, he negates all the monster effects permanently. So, really good card. Queen Dragon. Good to bring back Blue Eyes, or even a Darkstorm. Best part about her bringing back Darkstorm, you can normal summon it, treat it as a new monster. You can make an attack that turn, and use his effect. highly recommend at least one. Thunder and Dragons. Okay, gotta run this. If you run Blue Eyes, you must run Thunder Ends. I mean, this thing is another dark hole for the deck. And you can use it in several OTK combos. Excellent with Light Pulsar if you have Red MD in the graveyard. And even better if you can get out an Azure Eyes right after you summon him. Onto the side deck. 2 Red Eyes. Okay. I can use these guys with my Shape Sisters to bring out Azure Eyes. Another Darkstorm. Another Light Pulsar. 2 Red Eyes Wyverns. Good to use with Red Eyes and Dragon Shrine. 2 Totem Dragons. They're sort of like a one-time Treeborn Frog, but they also have the effect where they can be used as a total of 2 tributes. Well, they count as 2 tributes for a Dragon-type monster. So, pretty nice to have in the side deck, just in case you need them. 1 for 1, go for a quick Maiden. Bombless, just in case you need to go more defensive. Compulse, same idea. Third Vintage Chain, just in case you need it. Second Shape Sister, in case I sign in the Red Eyes. And it'll change the playstyle enough that my opponent will have to rethink his strategies a little bit. Maybe. That was the concept behind it. Torrential. Again, just in case I need to be more defensive and slow the other deck down. Solemn Warning. Again, in case I go up against something like Madolches, where I need to slow that deck down. Good to have. Well, that was my Blue Eyes deck. Hope you liked it, and this is Renscar signing out.